All right, so welcome everyone. If anybody's just tuning in right now, I've been working since the about 6 o'clock on fixing the super signal scripts and getting them sent out to the members. So I worked a lot on it. I got the first version. I think it's completed. So I'm just going to discuss it in this video for those out there who are not listening, and for those that are listening, I'll show you some of the changes. We're doing some trading tonight. Man, am I still on? I kicked the plug out of the wall, but I have a battery backup, so I don't even know. Am I still on? I just kicked the battery out. Everything went dead. I turned it back on. All right, good. Oh, that's recording. So that's great. Well, very professional, Johnny. Way to start off the show. Recording you kicking out the plug in the computer. Hey everyone, welcome tonight. Pump up the volume. Like I said, I was working on the script, so we're doing a late night show. I'm actually I'm excited to say I'm actually going to be trading later into the evening here. Markets are selling off pretty good. Looks like something's brewing for tomorrow. It looks like we could have a big down day tomorrow, the way things are just trending down and anything. We're watching it, playing around here, but not really paying attention to it. More about want to get this out here. So since just to kind of catch some people up on things. Since God, I mean, I've always been a stochastic divergence trader, and we always know how well they work. So I've made those bots surrounding that, and we've always had these other indicators that really work well. And since we started talking on trading these prop accounts, because they're there for us to trade them, and they're a great way to train and actually apply some of these great setups. So this is a perfect marriage between these qualification accounts and stuff like that you pay very minimal amounts and try to qualify versus but that's just one part of it. Excuse my voice. This works great for your own accounts and for futures traders. So with the methodology, I trade strict divergences, 3 types of divergences. What I call a pure divergence. It's a standard, what we call lane divergence from Georgia Lane, where we have a lower low and a higher low on the stochastics, lower low on the price, higher low on the stochastics, and we like to keep that angle between the lower low, the higher low, that angle going up on a buy side. We want to keep that as steep as possible. We like to get that second stage of that higher low above 20. There's certain things that you look for, and they just increase the odds. And the odds are great when these things are going on. So always searching for the better mousetrap, better way of trading these. I think the best way to trade them is visually and being in the market like I am, because I'm in every day, so we get to feel the market. But in some other ways, if we go back over here, I'm looking right over here right now. I'm going to go back over to this channel. Let me move this. I got 2 things. I have 2 broadcasts to do it. There's a hold on a second here. I'm bringing this chart back over here. This is a chart we're trading to. This is today's chart right now, and you can see the market selling off. Let me move this over a little. Set this back up. We're doing this on the run here. This is Thursday night live. Feel free to trade tonight. It's getting pretty interesting. Market's at the lows right now. But just look at what I was going to show you is just looking at this chart, looking back over here for a second, being in the markets constantly like I am, being able to just see these things so easily. When you do see them, I mean, this was a beautiful divergence today at the end of the day, and look how far it moved. The overnight trade, there's nothing here really, whatever's happening. But during the day, man, the market gives you these opportunities. So we don't ever want to miss the opportunities. We're always looking for the better way of identifying those. That's why I developed the Rockbot in the first place, just as an indicator to alert me. But NinjaTrader platform gives you the ability to hook up your account and trade off of these signals. So, I walk a fine line on really encouraging that or not encouraging that, because I don't think, the bots are, at the mercy of the markets when it comes down to it. It's great to be on your type of market. You set up your parameters that fit the market style and you let it go, and that's how it would work. And that takes the emotion out of it. It gets you faster entries and stuff. But putting it on and not knowing what the market conditions are doing, or the overnight, or going into news and just randomly doing this, you're eventually going to get chopped up. You could take big losses because of big candles and the way these stops be put it. I always want to start off saying that I don't want anybody ever to get hurt on these things, because you just can't control the market. But it's meant to be an indicator, and we use this a lot for an indicator, especially on the 5 minute. And I've recently said, I'm staying away from the 1 minute time frame more and more. More and more I'm going to stay away from it because it's very choppy, and it's easier to trade the 5 minute time frame. The 1 minute time frame is a little choppy. It's easier to trade the 5 minute time frame. So I added that to our super signal. Typically we'd say 5 minute divergence. That's one that we'd like to have other things lined up with it. But the 5 minute is such a strong setup, and you have for scalpers, because you're dealing with a lot more time to deal. You don't have to be on your toes for 3 to 5 minutes. You're looking at a trade, and here you could be in this trade for a while. There we go. Now we're in positive territory on our trade now. So, just reading some, saying hi to the people in the room. So I've been working on, the quad rotation recently. The quad rotation is a set of, stochastic timing indicators. That's regular stochastics, but I use them in a certain way as a timing tool. We find that there's a better opportunity, better moves, pivots.
Quad rotation setup.
When we hear these quad rotation setups, perfect. That was Rufus here. He's our spokesmodel for the quad rotation. You'll hear him go off as the Rockbot triggers a quad rotation. So we had the quad rotation overlaying the 5 minute, and that was our super signal. And I can't really do it, on the main chart. We could overlay it and you just watch it, but there was some other things I wanted to speed it up, give it better opportunities and stuff like that. So finally got that done today, and I just finished it. I said, you know what? I'll go over it with everyone who wants to see. It's just fresh out of the oven right tonight. So I was going to post it and put it up on the in the code section for the members who get access to that, and let you start trying it. Now what it's going to do, I want to tell you exactly what it's going to do. I didn't write up anything on it. Give you a nice little presentation. Because we have no time for that. Let's take a look at what we're going to do here with this. This is not it here. So the 5 minute stochastics are great in themselves. The 5 minute divergence, I should say. First of all, the strategies you get here that I sent out with the Rockbot strategies, you get the bull and bear flag, and you can see us trade the bull flag all the time. Now this is due for an update. I could update this and make this better, but a bull flag, our formula for that, and you know how well that works. It's a 20/20 bull flag, 20 period moving average. the stock holds above the 20-period moving average. The rotation of the 9-3 on the buy side comes down to the 20 line, and while the 60-10 stays above the 80, the higher the better the rally, the more chance that it's going to be. And this works so well. So we don't want to, these are super signals in themselves. I don't put that as a super signal because lots of times flags run out of steam and eventually they fail. So here is the so I've over time consolidated the 1 minute and the 5 minute into just a plain Thunderbird 20, Thunderbird buy signal, which you have already. You have that one, and that is for any time frame, 1, 5. But I recommend it using it on the 5 minute time frame. When you use it on the 5 minute time frame, it's great. All right, it's fantastic. Let's just give you an example. We'll see what the we'll run this. I always have a strategy analyzer here. I'm doing some back testing. So as we show you this, so we have to always have the 5 minute, but then I wanted to overlay the quad rotation, which gives us fantastic entries throughout the day. It's just something that we have on our side. It gives us an opportunity. It's very easy to spot, and we have a signal that goes out. It's called the quad rotation signal. It goes out in the Rockbot, and you already have that script. It's an overlay script. It just it forms a blue bar on the chart, just like it did right here. Oh, I'm actually in a different. I'll show you in a second. All right, so here, these are different scripts. So let's, so here's your 5 minute. Here's your 5 minute. It says a 5 minute buy. That's also on yours. It's called the Thunderbird 23 buy. And here's your parameters that you put in, and we'll just leave them here just for now. I'm not going to adjust these. These are kind of default, but when you do have it on your own machine, you could change them to whatever they are. And we'd like to work on those together. In the morning, if we see there's big ranges, you might want to spread these things out a bit. If there's a small range or a trending market to the downside, then you don't want to look for 8 ticks to the upside. Maybe you want to look for 3 or 4 ticks to the upside before it rolls over. You have to adjust the parameters to the underlying conditions of the market. But once you do that, you'll see that this gives you the best opportunity. Nothing's perfect. Nothing's going to be perfect, or else we'd be dead or something. I don't know. It just can't be. But we are so close. And when you are able to get some of these great signals, all you have to do is apply great discipline and great patience for these things, and have a set, risk management system set in too. And and really stick to those rules. And it might become boring, but it is your true path to victory in the markets. I truly believe this. And when I teach people, I start them right at this level. There's no sense of starting someone else at a different level and teaching them things that are just random in the market. I want to show them something that they see, they spot. There's a reason behind it. They're going to learn the reason behind it, and they're going to have confidence to get in it. And then you're going to take profits. And that's the hardest part, is probably the discipline of executing a trade on both sides, the entry and the exit. I have that trouble today. I'm definitely not perfect when it comes to the mentality of the trade. Doing the show, I have my, I want to perform the best I can. I take things off way too early. I get nervous. It's a, it takes a special person. I'm a special person, and you're a special person if you're doing this together. But we know the way, we know the path. So always in the quest of finding the path, the right path, the best mousetrap out there. Something that we have a chance to all of a sudden recognize a great setup and then really profit from it. That's why it's so great for these prop traders, because this is going to give you the best setups. And if you just trade the best setups, eventually you're gonna qualify. Honestly, if you just you could do it with the MES, you could do it with the ES real fast, but there is a risk to doing those all-in trades. But I would really wait for the super signals. They give you the best chances. So let's just run the 5-minute here. Just kind of history of the 5-minute, what it looks like. I'm going to enable it. We'll put it on a different account here. We'll put it on the we'll put it on the original gangster buy account there. And now I have to move this to original gangster. I might get a phone call before interruption. I might hope not. Why can't I change the... Here it is. Let's make sure I got this on the page here. So it looks it's all over the place here. I'm sorry for my bad charting and recording this live. So it's in a 5-minute divergence right now. You can see it actually, it says 5-minute divergence on there. See, we can move this out there. It just happened to be, it'll back test all the 5-minute divergences. That's what I wanted to show you. Where these things take the trades. So you'll see these, and you can see the downward trend here. It's harder against a downward trend. If the market is downward trending, you have to make sure your parameters are set okay. But this could be a problem. So I wanted to kind of solve that problem. I didn't want to get caught in a downtrend. When we find that downtrend, yeah, maybe you get some good bounces. Maybe the bounces are real weak. But when we finally get a divergence and a quad rotation, the setup is 9 times better. A better chance of being a bottom. Basically, here's basically a divergence right here. It's a kind of a weird one, but we would identify this as a divergence if I think we did. I think this was the divergence we took. This was the bottom. This was a super signal, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not paying attention where I'm at on the chart. But this low relative to that low is called a relative divergence. It's low, the closing price divergence. How steep this is back here is very important. And on the 14.3, a clear, angle, a very steep angle, way above the 20-period moving average, even though the price is down. Now, we didn't have that setup. It didn't tell you that. I would have identified. I think we did identify that. But here, again, I'm just looking at some of these. And again, based on your parameters, you could capture all this. Right now, I just have a trailing stop underneath. It's a 2-point trailing stop. So if you get, or it might hit its targets and just get out. So I use as an identification marker. You could back test this and what we call optimize it to, to give you different results. The real, what I really want to find out is where those divergences are and setting them up a little faster. Well, let's run this through the back tester. So looking at it this way, let's run it through the back tester. A strategy analyzer. All right. Now the 5-minute is not the super signal. It's a super signal. We'd like to use the 5-minute, but the script I'm working on is even better than the 5-minute. That's the point I want to make right here. The 5-minute is still very active, and it could give you divergences in a very weak market. So let's see here. Where was that? 23 by. That's the one. Yeah, that's it. And it depends on how many profits you're going to take. I try to keep it standardized. And what we'll do is keep it on the 5-minute time frame. We'll go out for the month, which is probably crazy, but where am I at here? I went the wrong way. Today. All right. MES. ES. We're going to put the ES on 5-minute. Make sure it's on the 5-minute. You can do the 1 minute. But let's do the one. Let's start off with the 1 minute. 1 minute is probably going to give us, because it's such a choppy time frame and it's going out so far, you can't really. I'm going to just show you that's how dangerous the 1 minute is. Let's see what it says. Sharp. I got to move it down so you see it, right? Still don't see it. Is it even on? Oh, it is on. See, it took a big loss on the 1 minute. That was a big loss. It takes too many. 1,650,000 trades. So never do that. Never want to use that. It's not optimized for that. It's the 5 minutes where it's at. Well, actually, I had a different trailing stop in too. This should have been 8. Let's just do that again. I had that way too tight. That's typically I keep that trailing stop at the same as our first target. So if it hits our first target, it moves the trailing stop up and kind of has a break-even trailing stop. It was not set for that. So again, let's try that again. That was big losses. I'm like, whoa. Takes a while to. That's why I can never do any backtesting more than a couple months. And the optimization on the NinjaTrader is very tough too, because it takes so much CPU usage, and it always crashes. And I have so many parameters here. All right, so it did come in with a loss here. Not that good. That was the one. That was the 1 minute. I thought I changed that. Here we go. Ready? I didn't change it. I was like, that's a lot of. And this is random. This is going overnight and stuff. I'm just throwing it out there. This is going overnight, trades, through news, everything. Very, very reckless to do something like this. I never really count on this type of back testing on these, because it's just you have to adjust the parameters set to the type of market you're trading in. Let me see what this is here. Just go out a little closer. Yeah. Now, if we put this up on our charts, well, we see how many trades we have here. 263, right? 263 trades. This is just going out for like 10 days. 10 days, 260. That's a lot of trading. That's really a lot. These will adjust if you go. You probably take out the overnight. You might even find something, and you have to check out your big loss. And what was your biggest loss based off of news? So what I did was I said, all right, how do we get rid of some of the downward? How do we fix the chop and the longer term setups like that? And we're taking too many setups. And so we got to overlay that quad rotation on it. So I overlaid the quad rotation first version, and we ran it on the Rockbot, and again, the quad rotation is basically what we announced on the show during the day when we're looking at. Let me get. Hold on. Got so many windows up here. Wish I could bring up my. I want to see what the market's doing. I'm up a little on the trade, but it's just a. I'm going to find my ES chart. There it is. So we got a little bounce there. All right. So now I said, all right, what are we going to do? We're going to tighten the ship up here pretty good. Let's do this. This is Thunderbird 5. Where did this come in here? This is the Thunderbird 5-minute buy. This is the super. All right, this is the 5-minute. I think I was using something else before. Yeah, this is the 5-minute. Set at 8, 2, 15, 2, 14, 8, 8 with trailing stop. Thunderbird 5-minute buy is what you have now. Well, I want to double check that right here. So this is the latest 5-minute. All right. This is going back for the whole month. 187 trades. And that's not bad. 70%. What's the 126? I don't pay too much attention to, a lot of these things that NinjaTrader gives you to kind of read into your performance and stuff. What I look for basically is, the winning trades versus the losing trades. And then I like to review those losing trades and see if we can improve on that and see why they were losing trades. A lot of them will be news related. A lot of them will be be that spiky news related thing. There will always be something around that loss usually. So that's a reason sometimes not to, and then the other one is if we change this to just during the day, these results probably change drastically again. But still, I wanted to make this better. This is pretty good. 187 trades. But what I like to do here is then go through the chart. And what I did is go through these charts. And so this is today, actually. I was going over this earlier today. Oh, let me see. You can't see it too good, can you? Sorry. Were you able to see? Did I have the other thing upright? I'm not paying attention today. All right, so let's start here. This was just tonight here when we started selling off. It caught the first one nice. This pullback, nice divergence. Again, this is just a 5-minute buy divergence. The Thunderbird 5-minute buy. Again, one down here. You'll notice where they're coming in. They're coming in on the bigger pivots. Some of them, in a downtrending market, we'll see where it is. This was right at the open. You had that initial bounce, took profits. Then you had a trailing stop come in. Then you had a divergence here, and it took profits. So even getting that decent bounce, you're getting those bounces. This is really an important thing. But how do we tighten that up? This is really good too. I mean, your parameters, or just understanding the markets and letting this take the entry for you, and then taking your mouse and moving moving your stop to wherever you want it, and moving your profit target and following it up manually. That's something I would recommend. Let this take the setup for you. No emotional, entries. You don't have to get scared of it. It's going to tell you where to go. As you can see, each one of these has potential upside. Seems to be in nice in sync. But I knew if I and this is going, I could go throughout the whole month. This goes back through the whole month. There is some losers. There is. I'm curious to find them. And probably because there was a very steep downtrend. But most of them seem to be getting the first profits, and then a trailing stop comes in. This might have been one. No, that took profits too. They're all taking profits. Here's one. Here's two. So these didn't get far enough up here. So let's, now what I did now is I incorporated the quad rotation into this. The quad rotation now is incorporated into the 5-minute thing. And it is called also I want to show you something here. This is a good example of, we're just going to look at today and see how many trades this took today. We'll say the 28th, the 27th, 28th, and 28th. All right, let's just run that for today. I'm just curious. I just want to, there probably wasn't too many setups. Oh, what am I doing here? I have to go to summary. Let's see. To 28, 5-minute. Is this the one? 6-2 losing trades. 6. All right. So now I'm gonna I just wanted to read into that. Let me see what I have underneath here. I have so many different things up on the board here. Let me move this over for a second. Give me a second. I'm just organizing my charts. I still got a grind up here. I got $15 on this. I'm going to take it off here. I'll just take that off here. Get it back up to near 40. All right. So let's get back to it here. Just wanted to check. That's market's coming back strong. It was a. I think it was a. It was a. Take a look at this. We were just talking about it. It was a quad rotation that really set this up. This little move up here. So I have the quad rotation running on this, and I have the 5 minutes. So I'm going back, and I'm saying, all right, every time we get a quad rotation and a divergence, it worked, basically. So I want to get these all two together, and they gave you the bigger moves here. I also had something here. So again, that's what I've been working on. You know, getting it all overlaid and stuff. So, I messed up that chart again there. Damn, I did a bad job today. I'm sorry. You can't even see what I'm doing. Can't even see the bottom. That's because I was working before on it, and all my windows were higher, bigger, because now I'll show you now. So this is what I want to show you right now. So let's take this off. I just wanted to see the trades. Original gangster. Hold on a second here. Thunderbird 5-minute buy. The blender thing. So this is on the 5-minute time frame. Remember, most of these losing trades on this, there's always going to be some losing trades and stuff based on your parameters and based on the market conditions and stuff. What we're trying to do is identify the pure divergences. This one, the formula is good. Now what I did is now applied the quad rotation. So remember this number here, 195 is the total number of trades. So now we're just going to only take the trades that have a quad rotation and a 5-minute divergence. So I want to move this over. Let's see, we're going to go to up here. And actually, before we do that, let's bring it up over here. Let's put it on here. Oh shit, I just did it again. I just kicked the mic off. I stretched my legs out too far and then I kicked the mic. I kicked the plug. You guys still got me? All right.
Tradometer ESU overbought.
Oh, look who's talking now. Look who's talking. So let's not forget that we do have that tradometer running 24/7. It just got overbought here. Interesting, huh? What are we up? We're down 9. What are we? So we just had a sell signal on all 3, probably on the Russell too. Futures. Oh, I should have never touched it because it was running. If you don't touch it and it's running, it'll time out, and it means if you close it, you have to log back in, which I didn't want to do that because then it's going to reset and it's not going to give us it's not going to give me the signals because it reset. It doesn't have the data in it. I should have never done it. But anyway, we know that it was we know there was a sell signal here. What's the market here? I'm watching that 200 period moving average on the 1 minute time frame. It's right above us. You don't see it on the chart here, but anyway. So now we're gonna take this off. I might actually apply this tonight to my account, and we're gonna the signal is called the Super Signal Quad 23. Super Signal Quad 23. It's going to give you the opportunity to trade it. Everything else is going to be the same. There is 2 updates I'm going to do, but I wanted to get it out, and it would take me too long, and I wouldn't get it out. I wanted to get this out just so we could make sure you guys how it's performing and stuff. You guys could do your own tests with it and trades, and then give me feedback, and I'll change whatever needs to be changed. Hey, Michael. Always great to see you. So let's put that on here. Let's find it. I already uploaded it to mine. So where is it here? Where are you, buddy? Where is this? Maybe I have to open this more. I think it froze up on me. It's supposed to be a harvest moon this month. What am I on? What that? What am I on here? Oh, there it is. It's there. Well, no, here it is. I'm good. Jesus, I feel like I'm lost here. All right, so I'm applying it. I probably should have changed the parameter. Probably the defaults. Tell me what the defaults will be, and I'll change those before I send it out. Let me cancel that. It's not going to give us anything good. Right now it's set at 810. I was taking faster profits on it, but I'll move it to 15. Signal bar low. I didn't do any back testing on just using a hard stop. It'll probably be very good too. Let's go in there. All right, let's do that. Let's do it. See if there was any. Now this is, remember how many trades we were talking about before? How many trades did we just talk about? We had to pay attention to that number. Was it 159? It was like 159, right? All right. Well, here it's so it's active now, and you can't see anything. You're not going to get as many setups. That's why even the place I even marked down some that we should have gotten. Like I would like to have taken that. That's a very nice divergence, but I know why I didn't I know why I didn't trigger it. And if I loosen up the parameters, then it's going to capture some junk and stuff. Now this was not the best move, not the best move, but did take profits on that. But the important part here, it does not trade too much, and it only trades when these conditions are right. So, it's I like that. I like not being in the markets as much and waiting for the setups and letting this thing just run in the background, because it's not going to get you run over, because the criteria is so unique and it's unique criteria, and we're looking for a certain thing, and it's very hard to get that certain thing on its own. Imagine getting them both lined up for that thing. So sometimes it did, but each one of these has, it does take profit. Remember, this is a 5-minute time frame, so we're on average getting at least a bar, 5 minutes of up time. But you're not catching these on the way down at all. Here's like multiple divergences, but we're waiting for that quad rotation to set up properly, and then it sets up, and then it follows it up with a trailing stop. And there was one here. It took profits too. But I think it was 159, right? So let's put it in the back. Let's put it in the back tester. I was going to put it in the back burner. Let's put it in the microwave and see what the results come out as. So we're going to move this to back test. We're going to move it to super signal quad 23. 8, I think we had this as 15 to 14.885 last 5-minute time frame. All right. Now we could go out to the month, or we go out to the day. Let's it's not gonna give it. It's not giving us too much. Let's go out to the month here. We'll just start all the way out almost 30 days. All right, here we go. So 159 was the amount of trades. That's why I wanted. Total number of trades was like 159 or something like that. That's what my goal is, to get that down, but get our profits higher. Less trading, more profits. So what do we have profits on the 5-minute? Was like 5,000, 6,000? I don't even remember. Boom. That's out. So that's 80 trades now, and you're up over almost 7,000 on that. Now again, I'm not the person to tell you what all these other things are squared, Ulcer Index, I don't know, Sharp ratio. I'm about, identifying the highest probability zones and then managing those zones. So take what you can from this, understand what it's going to do, and make it work for you. Now I think I can adjust it. I can make this even better. I think we could tighten up the. I don't want to tighten it up too much. I tried to tighten it up. I was doing all kinds of tighten, and when I tightened it up, it kind of just threw everything off. Right now, this seems to be the best combination. So I'm excited to put this out for you guys. And I want to continue to work on it each week. We'll adjust it. I didn't get, Guru was asking for that stop to trigger right when we enter the trade. I know there's an issue with that. Sometimes the stop doesn't even get placed, or it misses. There's some kind of bug, not a bug, but a technical glitch that happens certain times. I don't know if it jumps over an order, and so it's another reason I don't like people to kind of just turn it on and say, oh, let's check it on Friday and see what it does. You know, you have to check it. You have to monitor it. But as you can see, you don't want to miss these setups. You don't want to miss these setups. So let's see where we are on that. Now we'll put it on the. Let's put it on the super sale. We did put it on here. So you're not seeing many setups, but not a bad script to have running in the background. And when you do get those signals, you know, do a self test on it. Make sure you feel good with the market conditions and everything. There's some that it didn't take here. Like, you know, this I like this type of divergence here. 3 lower lows, 3 higher highs, kind of a running divergence. Doesn't do much here. It was just a slow move up. I remember this, actually. I remember all this, even in the middle of the night. I also have the blue thing. What I'm going to change this. So I'm going to have to update this now. The updates, the next version is going to have what's called a safety net exit, which is going to take the trade. And I don't think you even need it on this because it's such a, I think it's such a, it doesn't, I mean, it doesn't trade as much. It has to be perfect. It has to be the perfect setup. This was actually pretty close to one. I back tested it. I double checked it. I double dipped on it. This, you know, I could, adjust this a bit and catch some of these. Instead of having a lower, our low is lower than the lower low, have our low is lower than the closing price and use that relative divergence. Now I want to send it now. Again, just remember it's the first. I just popped it out of the oven, so I don't know what's you know, just use it and see what you know. See what happens. I wanted to change some of the script, the text on the alerts. It says 5-minute divergence. I did leave and I have to actually, I might have to add the audio alert. You might have to have that audio file on your computer if you want to have Rufus. This was something I wanted. So I saw this. This is a really good divergence right here. Real high. And I said, why didn't we get that? And I do have a reason why we're not trading the downward trends. We're really catching some of the bigger moves and not catching like the other one. Like if I put the 5-minute on here, we'll probably see the 5-minute. Let's put the 5-minute on here with this and see if there's, and see how they overlay each other. Oh, what am I doing here? 15. Let's move that to 20. See if we get any different ranges on some of this. And I'm interested in seeing how this is gonna go on the same one, original gangster, 5-minute. All right, ready? We're gonna run this one also on this. So you're gonna see the blue one is gonna have this signal. That's gonna be the. Oh, awesome, Kyle. Let me get that coupon. I was going to check on that. I got so into the scripting tonight that was on my list. you can use the DTR Apex. That's good for any of them. So DTR Apex always gives you the best discount. Market here, right up against that 200 period moving average there. So let's run this. Let's run this here. Let's run this. All right. So there's a 5-minute here that's active right now. That was the one that we took, but this one took, the ones that do not have the blue ones are just the 5-minute divergence without the super signal. All right, so that's one way of, you can't see the chart? Oh, sorry. What did I do? I'm totally messing up this video tonight. I'm just like, because I have my whole platform all messed up because I was coding before. All right. Well, anyway, we're running two scripts here. The super signal has the blue bar in the entry. The other one is taking other ones that are not qualified as a quad rotation. So they'll just kind of, you'll see that these don't have the blue bar, and even though they might work, a lot of them you're catching downward trends, and that's dangerous. Takes a lot more trades. Here's a little downward trend, little chop going on here. I mean, yeah, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but you can see the difference between how many trades it's taken. Here's ours, and that's, of course, it's going to take the same one because it's part of that. It's part of that one too. But it took that one. So if you want more trades, just go with the 5-minute buy, which it works great. You know, it did have great returns. It actually looks really good. But that's a good comparison to see. The 5-minute, just taking the 5 minutes, you're getting some other ones. And then the 5-minute with the rotation or with the blue, but they were taking that. In the settings, let me see what I have here. Let me see here. The one thing, this is on this quad rotation 815. You could have changed, you know, if you use the optimization tool here, you could probably, but there's so many parameters that you can pick from. It takes so much time to use, you know, this is what you would do. You'd actually open this up, it'll be, oh, what the heck is all that stuff? Damn, I lost it. I'm watching that market go up here. So this is the 815, 8885 going out for the month here. So what I wanted to look at here, some of the 16%. I want to look at the chart here. Look at the losing trades. That worked. That worked. So this one. I also moved, remember we talked about making this quicker? The quad rotation has moved over one candle. Normally it would take 2 candles to qualify. I moved it over so it would only take 1. So you know how hard it is to have this all line up together? Perfect. I mean, that's why these things, they really do get a move on those levels. The question is how big of a move? Half the battle is there. Understanding where to trade, how big of the move will you get though? Sometimes you can get the biggest bottoms in the world. I don't use this stuff anymore. You can work on your drawdown here because that's important too. Again, if you're not letting it run by itself and you're just taking the entries and managing your trades, getting out at the right time, getting out. Like I would use this to get your entry, have it running, because if you're around, you might as well have it running. It's not going to take too many trades. I think we have that data, average trades per day. Let me take a look here. Not that one. Let me get rid of some of these. Average number of trades a day. 4 trades a day. That's perfect. Average time in the market, 27 minutes. Then what I like to do is, go back to the trades here. If you go to the trades, find your biggest loss. That loss could be prevented. If you find your biggest loss, it's usually one big loss. If you didn't get rid of that loss, you'd be up another $1,000, I bet. Here's the $400 loss. Let's see here. 800 and 400, 700. So let's take a look at those. Hit the trailing stop. 45.08. 45.11. What was that? It was 2 a.m. So it was news out in the middle of the night, 2 a.m. See, you could eliminate that probably from not even trading overnight. But then again, you might get some big gains also overnight, so it could go both ways. We might as well throw it in there. Because this right now is taking everything. Let's see if we could go out here. I thought there was something on here that you could trading hours. Yeah, I could do that. That's a good thing to have. See, that's what I needed, some feedback. Let's take a look here. I hate messing with it, and start tweaking it with that's all random stuff. Overnight hours could be good or bad. Extended hours. Let's see what that is. Probably cuts the trades. We had 80 trades. Now let's see what it is. I don't know what this RT. Anybody know what the RT? What is this? Regular trading hours. RTH. Only 24 trades. 91% profitable. Holy Snickers. We took out the overnight trading. Only 2 losses. That's going out the whole friggin' month. The whole month, people. Holy crap. And what the largest losing trade was. Look what the largest losing trade was, too. What is that? $1,000? $1,800? And we're still up that much? Let's take a look at that and see why. What our largest trade was. I can't read it. Is it 1,800 or... I think it's 1,800. Let's see. It's only 2 trades, and they probably came... Let's take a look at when they came and why they got... Trailing stop, $1,800. 9:45. So it was 9 o'clock, open. That's another thing. You get rid of that 9 o'clock time frame. It's a tough one. Both of these, all the losses came in the chop at 9:45. Both of those losses on 9:18. Let's take a look. 9:18, if we can find that. If I have it on here. I don't know if I can tell what the time is. Oh, look at this. This is just beautiful. Look at these things. I mean, wow, what a masterpiece. And these you could take them for longer, too. Look at that one. That doesn't even gapped up higher. Look at that. I don't even see the losers. Was this it? No, that was at the close. Here, no. That was huge. That was huge. I could have carried. I don't see any of them. That was huge. That was fine. All these are perfect. I don't even see the losses on this. I don't even see them. Should we go out to 2 months? I don't like going out any further. I think one month is good, getting those type of results. Because, you have to understand that when you do get those big flushes and flashes, they cut into your profits. You get stuck with a bad beat. Not yet, Sergeant Pepper. I'm just laying it. I'm just pulled it out of the oven, still hot. I want to try to get it uploaded today. Now, I've been talking about it all night about the new update here that I'm going to just release, and we're just going over the back testing on it. And again, it doesn't take as many trades as the 5-minute. I'm also updating the 5-minute. And you could just see right now, I mean, we just did some back testing on this going out to the last month and not trading overnight hours. I mean, this is bizarre. I've never had any results like this in my whole life. 91%. 2 trades in the whole month that failed. And this is pretty tight. This is on the 5-minute time frame. That's pretty volatile. That's pretty volatile. I mean, to have that type of success. I'm super excited. And adjusting these things. And again, we'll work together. Like I said, let me get that started. Let's get this thing up and running on so you guys can download it. And I want to run it on my script tonight. I got to download it too. Well, I don't have it set up. I don't have it set up as a short. I have to. That's a whole different set of coding that I have to do. I will do that. I will do that. I don't think it'll be hard to do that. I think I can get that done pretty fast for you. That was in September. The whole month of September. That's what I was thinking. Zongo, I was like, oh. $38, not $8. Oh, all right. No, the quad rotation divergence, definitely the best strategy. But again, when you do back testing and stuff, and then you isolate the trades that don't work, 9 times out of 10 they're due to news. So, the tool is here to let you know that the setup is here. I would definitely rather want to have that on my side than not have it. So this is right now the best thing I've seen out there. Hey, Matt. Oh. All right, thanks, Matt. Like the 5-minute, yeah, you just want to know when these levels are here. You want to be alerted to them. You want to have the opportunity to trade them. And you have the discipline to get out of them. A lot of these setups here, this is the next version of the bot coming out, will probably correct so much more, because I already know what needs to be done. So on a situation like this, let's take a look. Even though this month was great, I mean, it's hard to find something, but even in the case where we have maybe a rollover, if we could find something that didn't really, maybe here, there's always two ways of looking at it. If you get a signal, you get in, and now you have an opportunity to get out when you get the rotation above 80. Simple, all right? Gives you a little move overnight. That's something. The market's not going to get crazy, but so most likely it's going to go into this wavy action, overbought, oversold, and start a trend. So if you can identify that, the important part is not to start hoping that you're going to catch a big reversal. Stay with what is working. If you get the divergence, I'm sure there's better short sides here. I mean, this wasn't a short divergence, but maybe it was. I didn't put it on. I didn't run the script. It might be a short divergence. Let's see if this is on a 5-minute time frame. Let's see. And recap. We'll recap it then. 5 minute, the 5 minute, the regular 5 minute buy, the Thunderbird 5 minute buy, the default, depending on how you're looking to take profits, it's always going to change your, if that's a 12 or a 15, it's going to change all your everything. I always like to manage it by watching, the rotation, watching the other indicators and the bigger direction of the chart. If the 5 minutes on your side, these entries are going to give us those entries, but then we adjust and decide how we're going to play the setup. So it's like getting your pitch and then watching, looking around and seeing what's open. I don't know if that's a good analogy. Let's take a look here. This is just a 5 minute. So the big thing is 202 trades. 202 trades in the month of September. We want to get those trades down, but we want to keep our profits the same. So that was the concept between tightening up the indicators by adding the new criteria is having the quad rotation with the 5 minute divergence. Now you could run this on the 1 minute divergence or 1 minute time frame, but like I said, the 1 minutes can always be choppier, but it probably won't give you as many trades because it has that quad rotation. And so we'll run it on the 1 minute for a second. But that was, again, 202 trades, 71%, and then we switched. Then we overlaid the quad rotation on that. All right, so it's embedded in that. So it's called a super signal quad. What did I have that at? 13, 15? I don't know. I think I had that at 14. So that it had 202 trades. 202 trades. Now we've added a different layer of security on there. More time out of the market is better. Putting your money to work on just special times is where we want to be. That's on the 5. This is the 5. Yeah, we'll actually run it on. Let's run it on the MES. See, this is up to 77. This was 77%, and again, what we're pointing out is it really depends on where what time you're trading, when you're trading. If you eliminate the news around this, then you're gonna probably get rid of your largest losing trade. If you maybe eliminate the after hours effect or the choppiness after hours, and we did that. And you can see that eliminates a lot more trades. We had 81 trades there. Not bad, 70, whatever that was. Now we've tightened it up even more. Which I don't know if this is going to be, if it works overnight, it works overnight. Well, again, you don't want this running by itself. You want to let this pick. That's the important part. This is a tool to identify the high probability zones of the whole month. It picked out 23 to, again, were the outliers, and they were big outliers. If you look at the average losing trade was $1,000, so both of those trades lost $1,000. Still was up, but again, you have to make sure you manage that. So you don't want those big drawdowns. You don't want this running on its own, running rampant. I think the best way of actually qualifying is watching the show during the day when you're trading, and us live, discussion of the super signal and how it's setting up, and taking the trade right when we see it set up. Because sometimes you might have, but again, you know what? Where is this? What happened? All right, here we go. Market's holding the 20-period moving average here. It's embedded here, very strong embedded setup. Looks super strong. I'm riding the. Oh, we're gonna do the MES, right? Oh, we're gonna do the one. I want to do the 1 minute here for a second, because the 1 minute again. Let's put the 1 minute. I want to show you the 1 minute. So we could just, what you could do here is just super quad and the other one's on. Let's take off the other one. Let's just keep the super signal quad on here. Okay. Apply. Oh, we have to move this to 1 minute now. See, it's not optimized for the 1 minute. 1 minute is definitely not the time frame I would use this at. It's definitely I set it up for the 5 minute. I did all the internal stuff. So don't use it on the 1 minute. I just never tried it before on the 1 minute. Now let's move it over to the let's move this over to the MES. Average trade. We'll at least get an average trade. 5 contracts. All right, what do we just run here? Oh, that's the 5 minute. Don't pay attention to that. That's the 1 minute. I'm gonna go on the 5 minute. Average trade $21. Average winning trade $32. $21 trades. Again, something that's gonna not give you the best, the most setups, but it really tightens everything up. And again, this is not trading the overnight hours. I don't even know what they are. They are trading there. Let's go back here. I just always test it on, use the instrument hours. All right, so we loaded. It is uploaded to the site. It is called the Quad Super Signal 23. And if you go to the site, I'll show you where to get that. And again, you have to be a paying subscriber to Day Trading Radio on certain tiers for the scripts to have the scripts. So you can work them, but you get them working on the Rockbot channel, which I have right now. The Rockbot channel, you see that? It's running the 5 minute, and we just did some testing on the 3 minute, and 3 minute actually came out pretty good. The 1 minute, I don't recommend these bots on the 1 minute. They're very choppy, And we really want to focus on taking your best pitch. And the best pitch is between that 3 minute and 5 minute time frame. 3 minute actually had some good results, so I'm going to keep the 3 minute on here. I'm putting the 5 minute on this one. And with the 5 minute on this, I'm using a 5 minute regular 5 minute Rockbot script. And I'm using the new quad super signal, which will be the blue bar. So there'll be 2 scripts running here. Wait, did I do that, or maybe I just had the regular script going? Three the bar low. No, I just have the super signal 5 minute on this and 3 minute on this one. I don't have the other ones going. That's what I have on that. The blue lines will be the signals. I didn't even back test this to see if there's any blue lines here, but there it is. That's on the 3 minute time frame. It's nice right there too. Another nice one. And it'll happen more. It'll serve to. Here's a nice one too. It'll serve to kind of catch you up, so you're not getting too bored. It'll give you more setups. I didn't do any back testing on that. I will do that. So going back here, markets are up a little tonight. We're going to get this out to you. It is uploaded. Again, if you go to DayTraderRockStar.com, I'll show you where to get that. All right. Now, for those out there who are not familiar with the site, you might get this view of this. Most people are members. Starting, you gotta, the bots are, take a lot of work and stuff. And they're very special. So we have some packages that include the bots down here. Basic monthly package $69. That's, you get the tradeometer, you get the Rockbot channel, you get the school of stock. You get everything else except you don't get the Rockbot. But if it's 99, if you're on a 99-month plan, then you do get all the bot scripts to run on your own machine. All right, and you could do a 3-month starter package. Pretty, it's better. It's $200 instead of $300 for 3 months, and you get the Rockbot scripts for that, including the new scripts, and of course the lifetime. If you like the lifetime here, you get everything for life and all the upgrades and stuff. And I didn't even squeeze this in here, so you have to head over there if you want more information on that. Some good information there. So when you log in as a member and you have a lifetime membership or something comparable that gives you that, right down here on the right hand side, let me zoom out here so you can see it. You'll see Rockbot add-ons and NTS add-ons. That's NinjaTrader 8 add-on. Click on that. Then go to Rockbot code. Then go to Rockbot. And then this is the latest version of all the scripts together: the bull flag, the bear flag, the 2020 bull and bear flag, the long and short divergence, the quad rotation by itself, and then I put this one separately. All right, the super signal by 23 is the new. That's the super signal. Super signal by 23. So that just uploads right into. It'll just go right into your scripts, and then you'll be all set up for it. So let me know how that works for you. Click on that. It'll download to your machine. Then go to your NinjaTrader platform. Click on import, and it'll import it in. And if you want to watch it, you don't have the Ninja script, you go to Rockbot, Rockbot right here. This is the channel. Oh, it's not on right now. Actually, I have it off because we're doing some work with it. So it's right there. It'll be on right after I get done with this. But that's the Rockbot channel right here. We'll be running these two tomorrow into the foreseeable future right now. We'll adjust the parameters as we see fit. All right, so that's it. It's been a long night. It's 12 something. It's almost 1 o'clock. If you have any questions, you can just get in touch with me, ironaction@yahoo.com. Have a great evening.